afternoon, everybody. Right on time. I'm doing this from my home, and the yard guy is here with the leaf blower going. So my apologies to everybody. I am Holly Kirby. I'm Chief Justice of the Tennessee Supreme Court, chairing this meeting of the Code Commission for 2024. We appreciate everybody being here. This meeting is being live streamed, so welcome to everybody who's attending by live stream. Also, we can take attendance by the screen, and we can see that everybody is here. Ms. Mays, I believe you are here for General Skrmetti.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you for having me. And General Skrmetti wanted me to apologize for not being able to make it today. But thank you for letting me sit in on his behalf.
Well, I'm glad to meet you virtually. I'm going to be meeting you in person at some point later, but glad to have you at this meeting.
Thank you.
All right, let me before we actually begin the meeting, let me report to you on a great legislative victory by the Code Commission, spearheaded by the fabulous Jamie Shanks. Ms. Shanks and I appeared before the joint GovOps committee, and the legislature has agreed to recommend extension of the Code Commission for another 8 years. Woo! So I credit that victory to Ms. Shanks. She gave them such great background on the Code Commission that they were blown away. So we'll see what happens during the legislative session, but that is going to be the recommendation. So we'll begin by approving the minutes of last year's meeting. I trust that everybody has had a chance to review the minutes. The transcription of the meeting was also circulated to everybody. Are there any objections to approval of the minutes?
I move we approve.
All right. So moved. Is there a second? All right. Ms. Jones seconds. All in favor, say aye.
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 All right, I'm gonna deem that unanimous. All right, for discussion of the proposal for the 2025 volume replacements, Ms. Shanks, why don't I start with you and you give the rationale. Ms. Metheny, I'll ask you to comment, Esther, after Ms. Shanks outlines the proposal.
Sure. The recommendations for 2025, you should have gotten the materials on this when we sent out the email. The recommendations are 6C, 7, 7A, 7B, and then 7C with a proposal that we split volume 7C. Basically, and we had talked about this last year at last year's meeting, these volumes haven't been replaced in a number of years. The oldest one, 6C, was 2014. The other one's 2018 and 2019. When you look at how large the supplements are getting, because there's a lot of legislative action in this area, they're getting rather large, and those all have standalone supplements. Last year, we could have done at least one or two, but we thought we would wait and do the 5 together since they're all dealing with crime, criminal offenses, criminal procedure, correctional institutions. We thought we'd do them all together because it would be easier to deal with cross-reference issues, because they would probably be cross-referencing each other, and just the topics would be similar and make it easier to do the replacement volume work. So that's why they were chosen, and the split was because that particular volume 7C looked ripe for it, and again, legislative action happening in that volume.
Thank you, Ms. Shanks. And we could see from what you circulated, there was a lot of action in those areas. So That's not surprising. Ms. Metheny, would you like to comment?
Certainly. Again, thank you for another fantastic year. And just to reiterate what Ms. Shanks said, these volumes just all needed attention. And by replacing them, you kind of kick the can of having to do a whole code recodification down the line a long, long time. And this code commission has been on the ball and done a very good job of keeping a well-maintained code and replacing them when they need to do that. So I commend you for that, and I think this will add to that record.
Yeah, I can say kicking the can down the road is probably a good idea. Ms. Shanks and I talked about anticipating a question from the GovOps committee about when the code would be all digital and not a physical volume. We anticipate that that'll be a while, but we might as well kick the can on the physical volumes down the road as much as possible. Any other comments on the proposal? All right. Is there a motion to accept the joint proposal on the replacement volumes?
I move we approve the proposal as submitted.
So moved by Justice Bivens, second by Ms. Jones. All in favor, say aye.
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 All right, very good. Is there any other business for the Code Commission at this point? All right, seeing none, the only other business is to set the date for the next meeting. I'm looking at Tuesday, November 18th, 2025 at 1:30. You can let us know if that date does not work out for you, or let us know afterwards if you consult your calendars further and it doesn't work, but that's the date that we're looking at now. All right. There's no other business. I think the business of the Code Commission for 2024 has concluded. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.